So yesterday we discussed, one second guys, lighting is not proper way. Okay, so yesterday we had discussed, so to develop a software, to develop any of the web application in the organization, what are the main teams will be involved? So guys, this is a kind of interactive session, just you can tell the answers. So who are the teams will be involved to develop any of the project? Guys, please more interactive. So the class will go interesting. See, anyway, however, after the class also you guys will be silent only. So let's talk for some time. This is not kind of forceful sessions. This is kind of more interactive sessions. Then only you can get the knowledge. So manam free.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can able to hear you. Am I clear?
Yeah. It's a BA team, design team, testing team, development team.
Very good, very good. So BA team, design team, development team, and testing team. Okay, very good. So what is the responsibility of BA team? What is the
BA team is collection for the requirement of collection, document, and preparation.
right? Very good. So they will do collection of requirements from the clients, and what documents they will prepare? Guys, other people also can unmute and you can add something. So what documents they will?
BRD and FRD.
BRD and FRD. BRD means business requirement document.
Business requirement document.
FRD means functional requirement documents. These are the documents will be prepared by BA. Okay, right. Next, who will be involved? Next, what is the team will be involved? Design team. So what they will do?
They will prepare the high level document and low level document.
High level documents and low level documents. HLD documents contains high level functional flow diagrams. So creation of contact, adding of address, adding of secondary address, so on. So order details the customer has been placed. So to perform a complete transaction, the user will be navigated across multiple screens and he will complete the transaction. So high level functional flow diagrams. And low level LLD means low level design documents, which contains sample pseudocode for the development team to write actual coding part. It can be helpful. Okay, right. So LLD documents also we discussed. After that, coding team. So what is the responsibility of coding team? Guys, what is the responsibility of coding team?
They build the software or to write the code.
Yeah, they will build the software. They will write the actual coding part to develop the application. Based on what they will write the code. What is the
client's requirement?
Yeah, BRD and FRD documents and HLD and LLD documents. Based on those documents, they will develop the code and they will get ready the application software and they will give the application URL to the testing team. Okay, right. So next, what testing team will do? So what is the responsible for testing team? What testing team will do? What are the activities will be involved by testing team? Guys, anyone?
Different types of testings done by the testing team.
What different types of testing teams will be involved? So the testers will go through the BRD and FRD documents. They will list out all the functionalities. They will list out what are the test cases. So this is the activity the testing team will do, and they will execute the test cases, and they will take testing team is the responsible for sign off and certify. And if something is not working, they will report the issues in the system so that development team will fix the issues. So these are the 4 activities will be involved in yesterday's documentation. It's there, just refer that. Okay, so testing team will be involved. So for any of the software, what types of testings it will be performed, and what we can call that testing. So ఏ ప్రాజెక్ట్ కైనా మనం ఏ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ టెస్టింగ్ చేస్తాము, what type of testing we will do. So the terminology we can call it as a system testing. System testing means, what is mean by system testing? As part of system testing, what are the different types of testings will be performed?
Progression testing and regression testing.
Progression testing and regression testing.
Regression.
Yes, very good. So progression testing means, what is mean by progression testing?
New functionality to be tested.
New functional features will be tested. Okay. Regression testing means
Existing functionalities to be tested.
existing. Then only we can say the system testing is passed. Otherwise, we cannot say the system is perfectly working fine. So whenever new features are going into production, we also need to make sure existing functionalities are working fine or not. See, on every month, on every 2 months, your mobile also it's updating. Some new features are coming into your mobile. That's why you are able to see secondary email address, secondary phone number feature adding, while adding a contact. Such features you are seeing. So if something existing functionality is not working, there is no point to test new features. So system testing means, along with new functional features, it also has to work existing functionalities. So progression and regression testing are part of system testing. Okay, right. So we discussed. So what is mean by test evidence? Test evidence అంటే ఏంది guys? ఎవరైనా చెప్పండి. పియాలి, మణికంఠ, వంశీకృష్ణ, వందన, anyone? What is mean by test evidence? Test evidence means taking relevant screenshots in a Word document for a particular functional flow or for a particular test case is known as test evidence. Creating a Word document, creation of contact, creation of an order, modify an order, delete an order. So that Word document, it should contain only those specific screenshots from login page, navigated to home page, you clicked on delete button. So all these actions you need to capture in a Word document. So this Word document, we can call it as a test evidence. That test evidences we have to prepare either manually or through automation. If you are preparing manually, that concept we can call it as a manual testing. So you are a manual tester. But if you are running some scripts and the test evidences got generated automatically on your desktop, that concept we can call it as a automation testing. Okay. So for any of the software, manual testing, test evidences are mandatory, and it proves that the system is correctly working fine or not for the client. Okay. So if it is manual testing, yesterday we had seen 100 test cases plus 800, total it will take 60 days. And if it is automation testing, we can complete all 900 test cases just within 2 days. That's why automation testing is the major role for any of the application. Okay guys, so understood the importance of manual testing, and we also discussed about important features of Selenium. Can anybody tell me guys some features what we discussed yesterday? Guys, yesterday, today, 24 hours time, at least you have to refer running notes or my notebook, whatever I'm sharing.
Selenium is a open source software.
Open source software, what does that mean?
It means we can use without any license. You can use it.
So we no need to buy any license, we can use directly. Okay, right. What else features we discussed?
Browser compatibility is there.
Browser compatibility testing. Okay. What else features we discussed?
Parallel testing.
Parallel testing. Okay. And what else? Total 5 points I said. 3 points you covered. Selenium grid.
Sir.
Selenium grid means what? Piyali, Vamsi Krishna, Manikanta, anyone? So Selenium grid means we can distribute the test executions, 1,000 test cases execution for each system. In system 1, let's execute 200. System 2, let's execute 200. System 3, so we can distribute test cases execution among multiple systems, so that the test execution will be completed within 2 hours. We no need to wait. All 1,000 test cases has to execute on single mission. So if you click on run button, parallelly we can use different systems as well. So that concept we can call it as a Selenium grid. So while you can able to extend for execution and generating test evidences, you can use multiple systems. So that is known as Selenium grid feature. And connecting with external data like Excel sheets, notepads, XML files, JSON files is very easy by using Selenium. So that's what we discussed the summary of the classes yesterday. And as part of Selenium, we can learn hybrid framework and BDD Cucumber framework and TestNG framework. So the total duration, it will take 10 weeks. That's what we had discussed. Okay, guys. Now let's come back to the today's class. So today's class, we are going to learn how to automate a login page. Okay. So before that, let's discuss some Java concepts. Because before entering directly into Selenium, we have to know, because you guys are not from background from Java. So today, first 15 to 20 minutes, I will cover Java topics. After that, we can jump into the automation of login page. Okay, guys. Now let's go to the editor. So editor, so we have to write our program in a notepad or something. Some editor is required. So the editor name, we can call it as a Eclipse, ECLIPSE, Eclipse. So just I'm clicking on the Eclipse IDE. So in the Eclipse IDE only, we will write our Java programs. So I'm clicking on launch button. One second, guys. So I'm clicking on launch button. So on the left hand side, you are seeing so many things. So these we can call it as a projects. So you can create your own projects in Eclipse. So how to create these projects? This part I will tell you in the next class. Let us assume the project had been already created. So I'm expanding the Selenium 44 project just by clicking on expand button here. So whenever the project got created, by default, this is the folder structure will be there in the project. Okay, you are able to see SRC main Java, SRC test Java, Maven dependencies. So like this is the folders will come automatically the moment when you will create a project. Okay, guys. Now let's come back to the next point. So I'm expand the main component is SRC test Java. So now let me expand SRC test Java. Under SRC test Java, we are able to see so many things here. So these we can call it as a package. We can call it as a package. So how to create a package? Package is nothing but it's like a folder. In C drive, you will create your own folders. Okay. Similarly, we can create our own package. Package is nothing but just like a folder. So let me create a package. So SRC test Java, right click. So under SRC test Java, I'm doing right click, go to new and click on package. So here I'm giving package name is ABC1 and I'm clicking on finish. See the ABC1 Pro package got created just now. ABC1 package got created just now. So if I want to create one more package, just right click, go to new, click on package ABC2. So I'm clicking on finish. Package is just like a folder. So under ABC1, we can create n number of Java programs. Under ABC2, we can create a number of Java programs, nothing but Selenium programs. Now I want to create, so I'm closing this one. So now I want to create, okay, a Java program. Okay, so now I want to create a testng class file. Okay, so let's see how to create a testng class. So I'm creating, right clicking, I'm first program. So I'm right clicking, go to testng, click on create testng class. So on the package, I'm doing right click, go to testng, click on create testng class. Okay, the class name I am giving calculation. You can give name whatever you want. I am giving class name as calculation and I'm clicking on finish. See, the moment when I'm clicking on calculation.java file got created, and this is the code was generated automatically. So you haven't written any code. So let me, after every curling bracket, I'm pressing enter button. After every start curling bracket, I'm pressing enter button. So let's observe what is the code has been generated automatically. So first calculation.java class file got created. So public class name also calculation.java file name and class name both are same. Okay, like this I have created. Suppose if I want to create one more testng class file, right click, go to testng, create testng class, and you can give class name calculation1. You can create a number of Java class files, calculation1, and I'm clicking on one, finish. See, calculation1.java class file got created and public class calculation1. So Java file name and class name will be same. So after every starting curling bracket, I'm pressing enter button. Guys, understood so far how to create a package, how to create a testng class file? Anybody is having any doubts? ఒక ప్యాకేజ్ ఎలా క్రియేట్ చేయాలి, ఒక టెస్టింగ్ క్లాస్ ఎలా క్రియేట్ చేయాలి, ఇంతవరకు ఎవరికైనా డౌట్ ఉందా చెప్పండి గైస్. ఓకే, ఐఎమ్ అస్యూమింగ్ everyone is cleared how to create a package. So to create a package under src test java, just right click, new package abc3. You can give package name whatever you want, abc3. See, the package name got created. So if you want to create a testng class file, so you can create a number of programs. You can create n number of programs. ABC3, under ABC3, you can create your own testng class. Calculation1. So this is a new package, right? So I'm creating calculation1. So like that. So after every curling bracket, make sure you are pressing enter after every starting curling bracket. Okay, now let's come. So like that, we have created packages and classes. Okay, now let's go back to the previous package, ABC1 package, and we have created calculation.java class file. Now let's understand what is this code. So whenever you created calculation.java class file, public class name is auto populated, and f means function. So we can rename it calculate. So you can create calculate. So you can create method name whatever you want. Okay, I'm saving this program. So now a class can contains method, guys. So here the calculate, we can call it as a method. So you can give whatever you want, public void addition, public void add. This is one method. And if you want to write one more method, just I copied guys. I'm copying, Control C, and I'm writing method name as multiplication, like this. So you can create a number of methods. So if you want to do copy this method. So a class can contain n number of methods, guys. Multiplication, subtraction. Okay, like this. So in a class, we can write n number of methods. So what is the method names I have written? Add method, multiplication method, and subtraction method. So every method, it contains starting curling bracket and ending curling bracket. Starting curling bracket and ending curling bracket. Now, after the class, what I am doing is I am doing some declaration section. Integer a is equal to 300. B is equal to 200. B is equal to 20. And C. C doesn't contain any information. So this section, we can call it as a declaration section. What we can call declaration section. Declaration means we can also call this section as variables section. Variables are objects. So we can call it as a declaration section or variables or object section. So these are the variables I have declared. A is equal to 300, B is equal to 20, and C nothing I had given. So now the actual coding part we will write inside a method. So this method name is addition, right? So let's go to C is equal to A plus B. System dot out dot println. So within the double quotation, you can write whatever information you want. Sum is. So the resultant value, it's there in C. Sum is. That's it. System.out.println, it prints the output of the program. So similarly, multiplication. C is equal to A into B. So multiplication is similarly subtraction. C is equal to A minus B. After subtraction is right, guys. Okay. Okay, let's run the program now. Run as test. So I'm executing the program. So there are 3 tests. So method add. So the first one is sum is 320. So 300 plus 20, 320. Multiplication 300 into 20, 600. After subtraction is 280. See, so this is the confirmation message you can write within the double quotation. And the resultant value, C value, it's got printed here. Okay. System.out.println is to print some information in console. So the program output section, it will be printed here. This section, we can call it as a console section. Okay. So to clear this content, just right click and click on clear. So to execute the program, just right click, go to run as, and click on test. So we are able to understanding what is the, so there are 3 tests passed. Sum is 320. So the first system.out.println, sum is 320. Multiplication is 6,000. And after subtraction 280, it's got printed, guys. So now we understood. The resultant values after addition, after multiplication, after subtraction. Okay, right, guys. Now let's come back to the next point. So the declaration section. Suppose if I will give some random variable D is equal to, and D is equal to, and D is equal to. See, the system, it is showing some errors because system doesn't know what is mean by D. The system doesn't know what is mean by D. whatever variables means A, B, C, we can call it as a variables. So whichever variables you are going to use, those must have to be declared after the class. See, D is not declared. See, it will show you create a local variable D. It is showing like this. So let's create a doc variable as D. So now that error has been gone out. So if you run that program, it will be printed. So the resultant value is there in the D and the value got printed. So a class can contains n number of methods. So add method, public void add method, starting curling bracket and ending curling bracket. Public void method name multiplication, starting curling bracket and ending curling bracket. Public void subtraction, okay, starting curling bracket and ending curling bracket. Inside the method, we will write actual coding part, actual technical coding part we will write inside the method. So this is a Java program. Okay, so a class can contains declaration section and methods. A class can contains two things, guys. One is, okay, one is declaration section and second one is methods. So inside the methods we will write actual coding part. Okay, so this is the basic things you need to understand about Java. So whenever you will create a Java testng class file, automatically with the same name, the class also will be created, and a declaration, whatever variables you are going to use in your program, you must have to declare it. And you can write a number of methods, just simply copy and paste. And method name, you can rename it whatever you want. So this is, so every method, it contains starting curling bracket. So this is starting curling bracket of the class. Starting curling bracket of the class. This is, and for this one, ending curling bracket is here. This one. So a class can contain starting curling bracket and ending curling bracket. And similarly, every method also, it contains starting curling bracket and ending curling bracket. So simply we can say a class can contains declaration section or variables or object section. And also it contains methods. Inside the methods, we will write actual coding part. Okay. So we understood how to create a package. We understood how to create a testng class files. Okay. So let me pause the recording, guys.